going on, world? It's your boy Gemini Brown here, back with another episode of Nalo Kicking Knowledge. It's Sunday morning. It's about 5 a.m. I'm up, feeling good. Start of another work week. Alright, let's build on progress from last week. Today, we enter the 9th sign of the zodiac, Sagittarius. And 9th sign, very key in the journey. 9 represents attainment, completion, refinement, mastery. And the incarnation of Sagittarius is the incarnation of the disciple. And of course, disciples are known for being the followers of Jesus, also known as his apostles. But just technically, the word disciple means student, teacher of, or philosopher of. And that's everything that the Sagittarius incarnation is about. It's about your beliefs, your attainment of truth. We've went through 8 signs of the zodiac already, and Scorpio is really a conquering of the material desires, or our desires, and our willingness to sacrifice those desires. Now, I picture, the sign of Scorpio in the 8th house like the underworld, dark and sex, drugs, anything can happen. House of the occult. When you escape that, or when you make it out of there, in my mind, I picture a sun and a horizon. I'm not close to it. It's walking distance. So I have to take a trip. And a pilgrimage. Like a pilgrimage. Alright? And pilgrimages are connected to the 9th house, or what you will call long distance travels. But a trip for, purposes of higher learning or religion, things like that. So, a little bit about the Sagittarius people. They're highly optimistic. They're quite social. They're eternal students. Okay? And whether they know it or not, they have a preachy quality about them. And this preachy quality, some would say, is a reflection of their own, not insecurities, but lack of doing. So if they're telling someone you should be doing this, chances are they may not be doing it themselves, and as a reflection of not, they use it as wisdom to tell others. And the Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, who is the god of gods. So that's very much adding to this dharmic experience. This is the incarnation of Dharma. Here to learn. And this energy is, alright, Scorpio's energy is obsessive. Virgo's energy is analytical. Libra's energy is harmonious and, beautifying. Right? So on and so forth. Sagittarius's energy, since it has to do with our beliefs, is, I don't have the word for it, but I guess the best I can say is prideful, or it's your belief, so it's something that you stand behind. Okay? So they're somewhat of they're somewhat dogmatic in their thinking, or stubborn, you can say, with their ideas. When they hold something to be true, they stand behind it very firmly. But Sagittarius is a mutable sign, so it's just a matter of experimenting with the idea to behold its validity. In this incarnation, you, like I said before, you're here to find your truth. Because the ingrown thought for a Sagittarius is what is the meaning of life? So in everything you do, you secretly seek that out. And the meaning of life ultimately for you comes through like your purpose. So what is Sagittarius good at, or what would be their niche? Well, it's my belief that this axis of Gemini and Sagittarius is one of the major teaching axes in the zodiac. This is the merging of intellectual intelligence and divine intelligence, represented by Mercury and Jupiter. And when you study enough, you'll see Mercury, how Mercury is an impressionist. He's very impressionable, and what him being a messenger really is about. So the balance here makes for somebody who is a professor or a philosopher, someone who knows how to communicate their philosophy and think deep enough to pull down this philosophy. So it's the meeting of communication and reason, or rationality and reason as well. So very much Sagittarius is whatever brings them joy in the element of preaching. And I say preaching because that's what you ultimately do. Trust me, I know. I'm not. I have my North Node is in Sagittarius, and it's very much part of the energy to find your beliefs, man, and put it out there to the world. Because it's a passionate energy, being a fire sign, and not to mention the most evolved fire sign. Remember, we're at the last fire sign. There's no more fire signs after this. So, in essence, Sagittarius is the most evolved fire sign. Do the knowledge on that. Meditate upon that. So, with your blessed optimism and intelligence and wisdom from Jupiter, you pretty much are here to add to the world in the advancement of teaching men that faith. Okay, you were born to find that faith, and once you do find it, you teach it to other people. So it can really be anything, but I just suggest anything that your love of wisdom and knowledge gets put on display, and ultimately you can preach or teach to people. What Sagittarius need to overcome is procrastination. Procrastination is a real human quality, but I noticed, within certain signs is more prevalent. And Sagittarius can end up being talkers. Good talkers, because they communicate excellent. Excellent communicators. Along with the Mercury, but when I say excellent communicators, because of their optimistic outlook and the belief in what they're actually saying, it wins people over. But anything really where you can put that on display. But you have to overcome the laziness. The laziness, well, alright. How I break it down? What I break it down is that when you get caught up, oh, perfect. Gemini, right, is about the ideas, okay? The Sagittarius being fire, okay, is about the action of it. So there you go. Put it like this: less thinking, more action. Simple as that. That's what you really need to overcome. Less thinking, more action. Alright? Now, as we're progressing, I just want you guys, I hope you guys are really taking it in there through the order and imagining yourself as this soul going through the zodiac, and now you're in the 9th house. And remember, we talking about I'm walking to this place that I see, taking this pilgrimage. That's the house of truth. Traveling is very key for you guys because that mutable energy is impressionable to travel and seeing things and learning things, for you are eternal students. So, let's recap. The Sagittarius incarnation is about finding your truth in life. Answering the question, what is the meaning of life? What is your part? Sagittarius needs to overcome the tendency to be lazy and not take action. The way to get the most out of this incarnation is to cultivate your Gemini energy, which is that natural curiosity, that understanding that truth really is relative, and that it's not all about my philosophy. You want to come into that balance. So, and once you do that, you teach men. Alright? You go from being a student to a teacher. But you'll always be a student. But eventually you become the teacher and you teach others about your faith, about your truth. And you'll ultimately find that truth is relative. So that's why you're mutable. The truth will always you'll find new pieces of the truth. So, that was my interpretation of the Sun in Sagittarius. If you haven't subscribed to my page, feel free to do so. Next, we're going to the GOAT. Until then, peace.